But in terms of hybridity, I want you to think about a little bit more, carefully about a larger context of this. So hybrid endemism didn't just emerge in modern period, let's say late 19th or early 20th century. This is more like a global encounter. So I want you to take a look at these, what is it, like a 17th century, almost like a Baroque period examples, like a late Renaissance or Baroque examples. So these three men are prince or a very important privileged people living in, where was it? Peru, I think. Ecuador, native of Ecuador. Like Quito is the city in Ecuador. But they were starting to interact with the Spanish colonizers. So the painter is Andres Sanchez Carque, and then they are given names, especially this father, the one in the middle is a father, Francisco de la Arobe. So he collaborated with the Spanish government, so he got the name of Francisco de la Arobe, and two sons are appearing side by side. So this painting was made in order to show them, sort of, they cannot travel to Spain, right? So in order to present them as noble, dignified citizens to the king and the court in Spain. So that's why the Spanish government sent a painter to this region, and then they made this arrangement to show that a noble man who was given Spanish name and who was also collaborating with the Spanish government in a very respectful form. So in this particular painting, where do you see the remnants of European fashion at the time? Can anybody tell? Okay, hold on. Let me go see.
The color.
Oh, the color, right? Yes, the high colors.
It's
and then
very, I mean, Dutch and English.
Yeah,
and then I think I don't know if it's like a gold chain or if it's other lace, but that's also European too.
The oval shaped like a necklace, right? Like a golden necklace, like a golden necklace. That's respectful form. And then Rachel? That was
me. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. And then Nancy wanted to jump in and say about the hat, right, Nancy?
Yeah, the hats, definitely the hats are Western, but the collars, I mean, everyone said it already, but that's really definitely what was going on at that time in Europe, in England.
Right, like the Henry VIII, right, or Spanish, Henry VIII is of England, but yeah, you recognize that late 16th and early 17th century fashionable clothes, and also look at the brocaded silk, right? Yeah, brocaded silk. They are definitely put on that imported brocaded silk. Very popular at the time, right? Like vine motifs may be imported from Spain through Italy, or those kind of things. But then, what are the elements of their indigenous fashion?
Jewelry.
Right, like a nose and like ears. You have those rings, right? And then those are actually you can see those objects in the museums. So it really shows these Francisco de Arobo and sons, their status within their community, and also they hold the spears, right? If this is a traditional European portraiture, they probably have a what's the name of it, like a saber, right? Like a fencing style, like a thin sword around their waist. But it's not their custom, right? But why are they so prominent within their community? Because they have privileges, like using those gold earrings and, you know, like a nose earring and, you know, nose rings. And then they are also courageous warriors, so they hold these. So in this, you know, in this particular work, the artist had to show the dignity of these three people in both ways. And that was maintained through accessories. So this is what I mean by hybrid fashion. So there are a lot of connotations or context of those, how do you call it, hybridity. But if you see carefully, some of their clothes, they also have their own V-neck, like a poncho style clothes underneath as well, like a, you know, doublet are worn definitely along with their like a high collar, but right above the doublet they also have their traditional robe here, like a V-neck robe, woven with their own techniques. And then on the top you have that European style, like a jacquard, or, you know, really brocaded, sumptuous textiles. So I want you to be mindful of various contexts of hybridity. In this case, it's not really for survival. Like, you know, it's a respectful manner. Francisco de la Robe and his sons want you to redeem or to be considerate of European sartorial tradition, right? So that's why they wanted to be seen as conventions of Spanish aristocrats in this case, while using their own privileges.